Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 27, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
That'll be taken in by Demir Byrd. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Demir Byrd, 54 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Let's have some fun. Let's get some good, man. Here we go. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Henry again on second down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time for number 14. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Got his man. It's London. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll look to throw here. Throws right back to London, complete again. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Desmond Ridder on target to Drake London. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's hit it. Let's do this, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm back to one, boys. Get something together. Don't give them nothing. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go right. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. Let's go, fellas. Gotta happen, baby. The playmakers step up. Y'all got time. Let's go. They can't really spread up. It's one play at a time, baby.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin with Henry, and he will lose yardage on the play back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Six yards left on 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's Tannehill. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, and if you're going to...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are back within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
It's game time. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Come on with it, man. Let's go. Don't stop that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is where you step up. Right here, baby. Show what you got. Let's do it. Nothing here. Go home, boy. Let's get something. Me and you, baby. Me and you.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, going back to Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Patterson running between the tackles. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throw caught here by... Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Let's go. Let's go.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Tannehill on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Straight ahead, Patterson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running the counter, Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Running left, here's Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a dump off here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
It's all like popcorn. Come on, man. It's all like popcorn. Let's go do this. Let's get it done. This week, guys. All right. This is the calm before the storm. That's what I'm saying. Get back for us. Let's do this, man. Let's be smooth. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Get it, baby.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. That pass taken in by Burks. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He gets it to Burks again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with Patterson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First and 10, it's Patterson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Second and 11. Here's a give to Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.